All right, what's up, guys? Let me just share my screen here, and we will take a look at Bitcoin and whatever else we have to look at today. All right, so let's see. This is not Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin. All right. So I have only about 20 minutes. So we just had this. The Bubness gang was gathered as sort of a live stream to kind of thank you all for joining the 20K Congress. I do really enjoy doing these streams for you guys. So I really did enjoy these last 2 weeks, and I would like to personally say thank you to everyone for all the nice comments, the positive feedback. It's beautiful stuff, guys. Right, so what's going on in the crypto market? Elon Musk came along and just destroyed all our dreams, it seems. But something's fishy going on. It's this weekend has been one of the weirdest weekend. We had a lot of FUD coming out, and not only did we have a lot of weird FUD going around, we also had like a stupid amount of weird tweets coming from Elon. I mean, I don't know what to say. It just felt very weird. I do really admire Elon Musk. I think he's like one of the biggest genius of our generation. I really do consider myself a fan of his work. So I'm confused by the actions last couple of days with his tweets. It makes no sense, which makes me feel that there's something going on in the background. Anyway, you guys have seen me. You guys have seen me over the course of these 2 years that I've been doing these live streams and webinars for you guys, that I've always talk about the RLC, which stands for the reload zone. And that's the area between the 0.786 and the 0.618 Fibonacci level, right? And usually when you have major pullbacks, of a strong move, you usually come down and test the long RLC, and usually when you have a high time frame reversal, it will happen inside the long RLC. Let's just hope that this is the right RLC, right? Because if we remove this moving average right here, I mean, if we do look at the higher time frames, well, in this case, the high time frame RLC, if this is actually the high time frame top, we have the high time frame RLC between 17K and around 27, right? So and that kind of nicely lines up with the 2017 highs as well, and the major breakout area at around 20K. So I mean, obviously, you have to at least take this into consideration. I do not think that the bull market is over. I do think that we are going to see a bottom before the next move up. We are most likely going to see a bottom around 40K, in this long RLC right here. But if we lose this area, yes, I do think we're, then of course we'll look back at this and that would have been the bear market, and I'm pretty sure that we are going to see the major bottom being put in this high time frame RLC right here. Guys, if you have any questions, just feel free to ask them in the chat. So it's obviously scary that seeing this level all the way down here. Obviously, but we're not there yet. I mean, we're talking about a potential 50% drop to the downside. A lot can happen in the course of that time. It's probably like, if this happens, it's probably not going to happen in a day. It's most likely going to happen in a month or two, right? So what I'm thinking right now, you have to kind of there's a couple of ways we can view this, right? So we can draw a range from, let me switch to range tool here. So we can draw a range from that low to this low. And what we find here is that we have entered the previous range. So this was once in a time a potential range. And we have, entered the previous range, and we hit that range EQ of the previous range, which is obviously a pretty good, nice level. Not only is it the previous range EQ, it's also a pretty decent range low area. If we view this as the range, something like this, well, obviously we are now at range lows, and it makes no sense to short at range lows when range lows is not only confluent with a major support area, it's also confluent with the daily with the daily 200 EMA. So we have some confluences here, right? It's the daily 200 EMA. Let me remove that one. Yes, it's the daily 200 EMA. It's the medium time frame 618 fib. It's also the high time frame. You remember that high time frame fib I drew. It's also the 382 fib. So you have some major confluence in this area as support. So being bearish at support in a major uptrend is probably not the best thing to do, right? That's why I'm not ready to turn fully bearish just yet. And obviously, like, I do think we're going to get a bounce here. The question is, will we reclaim the 48 area where we have the weekly 20 EMA? That's very important. It's important that we do reclaim the weekly 20 EMA. I do think that the stuff that happened over the weekend with the FUD and the Elon Musk psychotic tweeting most likely accelerated this move to the downside. But if we reclaim the weekly 20 EMA, we could look back and say that, well, the weekly 20 EMA was respected just like it has been in the history of Bitcoin in the major bull trends. However, if we do put in a nice bottom here at the 618 and they get rejected at the weekly 20 EMA, that's not going to look beautiful. We can, of course, still put in a major bottom here, but I'm not going to like how the moving averages are going to look most likely. I mean, the 20 EMA might lose the 100 EMA, the 20 and the 50 and the 100 is already sloping quite massively to the downside. Yeah, the weekly 20 EMA is the yellow dotted line right here, and it says weekly 20 EMA right here. It's the yellow line. We can still have a bearish reaction here and still like move down and create something like this, right? Still very possible, and I would be buying that if that happens. But if we bounce here and reclaim the weekly 20 EMA with some bullish price action above the weekly 20 EMA to really confirm that we're reclaiming this as support, then I think, that's the move that we want to load up on our bags, and that's the move that we are looking for as bulls, right? By the way, guys, it's finally here. I got the sippy cup, the Libs 42 sippy cup. Yes, I can actually design my own sippy cup online. Didn't know that, but now I know. So I'm gonna order this one. As you know. Anyway, this is. I like this. No, I don't like that. Like, I don't like this, but I like this. Like, usually the major bottoms are going to be. I think we got more pain, right? I think we really got more pain. I would like to see more people, quitting, just accepting defeat. I'd like to see more people just. Leaving crypto for good. I mean, I've started to see some tweets like that, but I'd like to see people really moving away from crypto. That's when we can be sure that we might have a major bottom, right? So, like, either we bounce today or tomorrow, and we start like either today or tomorrow we have like a big fat daily bullish engulfing, reclaims this as support, and the weekly candle closes back above the weekly 20 EMA. So we could view that as a view that as a kind of weekly fake out of the 20 EMA. And that's one option. That's the best case scenario. Or we move down into the long RLC and we maybe, wick down below the long RLC to like 34K area. And then we start, maybe a massive daily W, a uptrend. That's when we know that, all right, so this is now a very interesting area to be focused on, right? By the way, guys, this live stream that you're watching right now, it's unlisted. It's not available to the public. This is Nest Club only stuff, and streams like this one I do on almost a daily basis. I give you guys video updates on the market almost on a daily basis. I have no less than 3 webinars, about an hour long every week. And we have daily webinars in the Burp Nest every week to show you stuff like this. So in the Burp Nest, you're never going to be alone. You're always going to have a plan. You're always going to be seeing what us as professional traders are doing every day. So if you're not a member already, definitely check it out. You're probably a member because you're watching this, but I've also posted this on Twitter. So I'm not sure if I have members or non-members. But guys, we are ending the 200K Congress. It's not going to be free anymore, right? It's not going to be free anymore. I'm not going to be this is my full-time job, so we're going back to delivering value to the Nest Club subscribers. So just remember that where you can find me, and it's in the Nest Club. Anyway, I'd love to see Bitcoin kind of move down and really create. I'd like to see more pain. Like I said, I really need to see more blood. Yeah. Let's take a look at Litecoin. I think Litecoin is beautiful. But first of all, I want to answer this question: What has to happen for you to exit all longs? I'm not in a long. All right, so let me tell you something, guys. And this should have been known for a long time. I've been posting on Twitter even, and I've been very, vocal about my Bitcoin exit plan. And that exit plan was when we lost the daily 50 EMA, and that's the green line right here, right? So I exited as soon as we lost the 50 EMA. I exited Bitcoin. And I sold, almost all my Bitcoin when we had daily open and close below. I bought back some Bitcoin here, but sold immediately when we broke down out of this range right here. So I'm not in a Bitcoin long, and I haven't been in a Bitcoin long for quite some time because the signs were there all along. I've been saying this for several weeks. That we, as soon as we kind of broke the daily 50 and we created a lower low, that's, the start of a bearish market structure, right? So to be safe, when you see a change in behavior, you should look for an exit, right? And the change in behavior here was quite obviously the loss of the daily 50. Now, what I'm looking at in terms of, actually, I did buy some Sol, so let me talk about that too. But that it's a small long on Sol. I have some Ethereum too as well, but it's no major positions. What I'm looking for on Bitcoin here is like I want to see, for me to enter Bitcoin again, I want to see a daily stochastics bull cross, which might happen today or tomorrow. I'd like to see a daily bullish engulfing because all the major bottoms has been characterized by bouncing off in major support level and EMA, while creating a daily bullish engulfing and a daily bullish bull cross. That has been the behavior of this trend currently. So if we, for example, can get a daily bullish engulfing and they reclaim the weekly 20 EMA with a daily bullish bull cross, well, I'm in, right? I'm in because there's no reason not to be in, because we are then following the major characteristics of this uptrend, even if we do now have a daily downtrend, daily local downtrend. So be careful, right? Be careful. And there's no, what's up, ape? Is it ape or someone else ape? I need to know. Probably not ape. Maybe it's regular ape. All right, so Ethereum. Let me take a look at Ethereum. First Litecoin. Right, so you probably see me, yes, Aperture, but it's probably not Aperture. Somebody else know. I am Poor Ape. Well, guess we're all poor today. So yeah, this is Litecoin. We're now inside the long RLC of the, inside this uptrend, right? So previously, like, the behavior of this uptrend has been a daily bullish engulfing inside the long RLC with a daily stochastic bull cross. If we get that, I am going long, right? But it requires me to wait for daily bullish engulfing, right? Or maybe if we do get like a 4-hour W inside this area, I know we are now currently printing a potential W on the 1 hour, which would be pretty good to have, right? You have here's the double bottom, right? And the double bottom happens right on the midpoint of the RLC. Like, this is actually picture perfect, right? Because the double bottom, the bottoms are being printed on the midpoint of the RLC, and the neckline of the upper part of the W is confluent with the 618. So a break and retest of this area would confirm a bullish market structure on Litecoin inside the long RLC. And if this happens at the same time as printing a daily bullish engulfing, that would be fantastic. It's most likely not going to happen because because it requires more than 24. Actually, you know what? Maybe it could. 24. How does 24 hours look on the 24? Well, you know what? It could be possible. It could be possible. That is 1 day. So this is 1 day worth of price action. Would this bar fit nicely inside here? You know what? We might be able to get a break and retest within this time frame. So, well, actually, it needs to be what 21:30, so it needs to be 22:30, 23:30, so about 1 day and 3 hours. Yeah, most likely not, but it's definitely possible. It's possible that we are going to get a break and retest of this 1 hour W within the time frame of quite possibly creating a daily bullish engulfing in 1 day and 3 hours. If that happens, I'm all in Litecoin if that happens. XMR. I don't. Sorry, man, but I don't have time to check XMR right now. I just want to give you guys, like, I want to kind of, just give you guys, calm you guys down by giving you a plan. So my question is, like, could you guys, like, just write in the chat if you're long right now, Bitcoin, like everything? Have you sold anything? Have you exited anything? Because, like, I'm pretty sure that I've been really hinting at a very bearish development for months. So hopefully you've been at least de-risking some of your positions, or at least, planning for something like this to happen when you're adjusting risk. So you're on the spot. So yeah, that's good. Hopefully you didn't go long on any, high. You're holding, right? So you're holding. Well, like, if you're holding right now, you need to make a plan. Like, when are you going to sell? When are you going to sell? Because don't make the same mistake as a lot of people did in 2017. Like, there's no reason to hold. Like, there's no reason to hold forever. Like, there's no reason to hold down to like 20K. You know what I mean? Like, if there's no bounce, you're just gonna be holding, right? So please make a plan. Like, don't become a bag holder, especially not a Bitcoin. It's just, so please make a plan for when to exit. Like, for me, a reaction of the weekly 20 EMA maybe would be a pretty good exit, If you're heavily long on Bitcoin right now, it's really, really hurting. If you get a move like that, maybe exit here, right? And buy back lower when you have like a W on daily or daily bullish engulfing and stuff like that. But if you can't reclaim this area, please, guys, be smart, right? Supposed to be trading as smart money is trading. Smart money is not holding in a major downtrend, especially now if we break down further. But It all depends. It all depends on your investment horizon, obviously. If you know, if you're okay with a major dip on Bitcoin because you are convinced that we are sometimes in the next 6 months going to trade above 66,000, well, yeah, I guess it makes sense to hold and dollar cost average in. But if you're more of a trader, if you're more of a trader, make a short to medium time frame and long time frame plan. All right, guys. Do you feel like there's like you have some idea of what I'm watching right here? You feel like if you feel like this is giving you any some clue of what I'm thinking and what my plans are, that would be great, because that's my plan, to kind of give you guys some calm here, and kind of, because I know that when I'm in a trade, and I very usually hold for long terms. Like, I'm a short term trader, right? I'm a day trader, so I get in and out quickly. I don't hold, right? I don't hold stuff for long term at all. I'm not a fundamental investor. I go level by level. I buy support, I sell resistance, and I do that on the the daily and 4 hour time frame. So I'm not really a long term trader. But if you are a long term trader, yeah, I can post this in my channel. I think I actually have this in the Discord in my Libs for the Two channel. The shot right here. I'll post it right away. But anyway, like, if you have long-term bags, and if you are a long-term trader, you might be down quite a lot of money on this dip if you haven't sold anything, and you might be like, when you don't have a plan, you have that sense of confusion, and it's very important that you make a plan to kind of like to get grounded, because sometimes I kind of wake up, or better yet, I go to bed. I go to bed without a plan, and I wake up stressed out, right? I look at price and it's just down, and I'm stressed out. So I say to myself, I need to make a plan. So I sit down, I look at the charts, I get a pen and paper, and I make a plan. I make an if this, then that plan, right? And that will bring me back to reality. That will make me more grounded, and that will make me more calm, because I now know that if this happens, I will do that, and if that happens, I will do this. And that's going to help you to move forward and take control over your financial life and your emotions. All right, guys, that's it. I think that's everything I wanted to say today. So can I follow your trades? Yeah, you can. Like, I post my trades. Most of my trades I post in the Burbnest. Not the scalped ones. Maybe in the future I will post more scalped trades, but usually my swing trades on altcoins and Bitcoin and stuff like that, I do post as official calls and trade setups in the Burbnest. It's been a bit quiet the last couple of days, because we want to we want you guys to be safe, and if there's no high probability safe setup, obviously we have to be a bit reserved in posting calls just at this moment. But I mean, it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time before we get something very, very juicy. All right, guys. Thanks for joining, and see you guys tomorrow. I'm holding a webinar tomorrow, and I'm also holding a webinar on Saturday as well. So Monday, Tuesday, and Saturdays are my webinar days that I'm holding on a weekly basis in the Burbnest, and of course, market updates almost on a daily basis. All right, that's it. My name, well, they call me Libs42. No, my name is Jonathan. My real name is Jonathan. All right, guys, take care and have a great Monday.